found a big male elephant who then wandered off into the bushes, and then many impalas with babies, and then we came to the hyena den, and we have the older hyena here from the set of cubs that was previous to the younger ones. Now, that little female is still here. She's just hiding by these sort of dead logs that are just to the side there. So you can maybe just see a wee bit of her stuck in there, but I think we'll just have to wait. The really good visual and the nice light is on that older one there. Now, I'm surprised that they're out. It has cooled down quite a bit, but it was a very, very warm afternoon. But surprised or not, I'm still chuffed for everybody. We get to have a look at the hyenas once again. I never tire of hyenas. They're always fun, even when they're just sleeping like this. Now, this is the one that we've been seeing nursing every now and then from its mom, and then the other one's the one that we were a little bit worried about, but my opinion on that is she's still alive, she's still around, she's obviously getting some nourishment, so I think she'll pull through. And then down again. It's Monday afternoon blues at the hyena den, that's for sure. So the other day when I was here, I had thought that possibly this older one was out investigating with the rest of the clan. So I don't think I was necessarily wrong in that judgment, but I do think that maybe the clan has now gone a little bit farther afield to find food that it's looking for and has left this one back at the safety of the den site. Now, with that being said, I also have a feeling that the smaller one has removed itself from the close vicinity of this older one, possibly because it's also being picked on by this older one, just like that little female was picking on its younger sibling, the male, which we haven't seen now in over a week. And they, as we know, they do that. They do perform siblicide or canism, and older ones are not always nicest to younger ones. A little spider hunting wasp that just flew past that hyena there. Now, this morning, Tristan had some really great vocalization from the hyenas, and I have a feeling it was from the little one. And the other day we were following some vocalization thinking that they had found a leopard, but I have a feeling that it was possibly one of these two calling out from somewhere not well, if it was the littlest one, it would have been from here, but possibly that older one. It's very high-pitched call, sort of woo, like that. Linda, I fully agree with you. Hyenas are so beautiful. I always get so sad when people say hyenas are not beautiful, and then I get very cross with the Lion King because they made hyenas look all mangy and psychotic, and they're not. They're absolutely incredible creatures. And as we know, quite an important part of the ecosystem, being garbage disposals, but also hunting for themselves. So by garbage disposals, I mean that they're fully able of clearing up carcasses for us, as well as picking off the old, the weak, and the sick from herds, and then just hunting sort of normal animals as well. But they are immune to many diseases. And as far as I know, they are carriers of rabies, but don't necessarily succumb to all of the symptoms. So they're quite hardy species. So they're important for everything functioning appropriately. Now we've got Brent up in the Mara with another predator that he would like to show us. So while we wait for our sleepy hyenas to get active, let's head on up to him. The older one is still lying just at the mouth of the den. And the younger one is still in her little bush. She did groom herself slightly and then completely flat. They're having a very nice nap. I would guess that if they haven't sort of started stirring now, that it will probably take them about another 20 or 30 minutes. Oh, that's nice. You can actually see the foot structure really lovely there with the two pads on the bottom. And toes that are very close together. We do a lot of tracking with you, and we get a lot of hyena tracks out here. Well, while we are waiting for any sign of movement from these amazing little creatures, let's head back to Tristan with his wonderful Tingana. Tristan, they haven't made an appearance just yet, and our cubs, every time they get active, then they go back to sleep, but we've got a little bit of yawning and a little bit of stretching, so they're on their way. I would assume that they would be very happy to have any spoils from Tingana's meal, although it'll be very difficult for the adults to get anything out of that tree unless it drops. There we go. Nice little head up. He's just teasing us. Aw, to be a hyena cub. Part of the reason why this youngster keeps lifting its head up the way it's doing, one, it's starting to wake up a little bit more, but the wind keeps blowing from different directions. It's circling a little bit, not a full-on circle, but just enough. And so it's changing the types of smells and types of sounds that this hyena is getting towards it there on the side of the den. So every time something new comes around through the wind, just picks up its head just to make sure. And then also every time the other youngster moves in the bushes there, oh, we've got a little view. Thanks, Sens. The other one also lifts its head to have a look to see what that one's doing. I don't want to be one-upped at all. Now, if the adults do find any of what Tingana has, you'll start hearing those whoop, whoop, whoop. Oh, sorry guys, that was too loud. Sorry. To attract the attention of the other adults. I should have done that a little bit quieter. I'm so sorry, buddy. To come in and realize that there's possibly something that is that side. Now, if these youngsters, well, they will still be at the den. If they hear that, you'll see them getting excited, but they're not going to leave the safety of their den site to go there. They will wait for one of the adults to come to them. And what hyena adults will do is they'll actually bring either their milk for the littlest one, or sometimes they'll bring presents for the older one. There's a nice yawn for us, showing all those beautiful, beautiful teeth. And just like with cats, these predators as well, they yawn, they stretch, they get up, they lie down. Very, very similar. Again, like diesel engines, it takes a while to warm up. So gearing up towards a big cat week on Nat Geo Wild, I'm sure we're going to get a lot of questions about hyenas. Are they cats or dogs? Hyenas are actually neither. They're just a hyena. But taxonomically, they do fall under cats and then carry on into their own little section. So that is why we call these little ones cubs as opposed to pups. If they fell under dogs, then they would be called pups, as a very large side note. All right, well, since our hyena cubs are being lazy, let's head back over to Tristan, who's got a feisty Tingana busy with his kill, and we will see you tomorrow.